Well, hello there. G'day everyone. I'm Keeonra from Keeonra Music and welcome to another live stream. We're going to be continuing with my Songtember song, which is a trance piece of music which will have vocals on it eventually when my voice comes back fully. Hopefully next week because we're running out of time. If you haven't tuned in previously, Songtember, all the details are in the clicky bits below, but check that out. Pete John's Studio Live today on his website. He sort of came up with the idea of let's create, record and release a song in the month of September, Songtember. So we actually finish tracks because some of us artistic type, creative people-ish, we tend to start things and not finish them. I've got so many songs that I've done, mostly done. So I am a great example of that as well. So the whole idea is to actually start a song, finish it and release it in some way, whether that be through someone like DistroKid that I use, or whether it be through just putting it up on YouTube on your own channel, or sharing it with friends, or on BandLab, or whatever. It's fine. It's just a way of putting it out there. Okay, so let's get on with it. I have had a look at the song a little bit. Since the stream last night, and I've been working on the bass line and trying to get the timing right, and so I'm going to continue working on that and then I'll let you have a little bit of a listen to it. I've just got to edit these because I had the timing all wrong, but I'm fixing it now and we should have it all correct soon, very soon. So I'm going to move these all over and then move all these over, and that should line up with the bottom ones. That's not quite right. I've missed a few, but what I can do is I'll just do that. And paste there, and paste there. Lots of copying and pasting. And then we go over to these. Actually, we'll move these across first. There we go. And then we'll move all of them across to there. And I'll copy all of them, and then that should work there. And so what these other ones that you can see below, that's actually from another track. So that's just going to be a rolling sub bass, and this is the mid bass. So we're getting there slowly. I did this very quickly this morning and thought, yeah, that sounds great. And then I thought, no, it doesn't. It doesn't sound right. Something's not quite right. What have I done? So that's okay. Get there in the end. If you do join me live, say hi in the chat if you wish to. It's your choice. I don't mind. But it'll be nice to say g'day and have some company. Hang out while I make music. I use that term extraordinarily loosely. I'm hoping this will work out. I've just based this, the rolling bass line is just the E all the way through, which is the key is E minor, and the rest is based on the bass note or the root note of the chords in the chord progression. So that's where I'm getting my notes from. Then we've got these, and they need to be on the offbeat because the kick is on the beat. So we want the bass to come through on the offbeat, but it's 16th note, so you hear it twice, so it's a bit rhythmical. And we're almost there because then it's an 8-bar chord progression. So it just repeats all the way through. Again, we're still building the building blocks, and then we'll take them out accordingly as needed. Now that should be right. Fingers crossed. And I also fixed up the clap timing as well. So let's have a listen in context to the bass here. Have noticed is that the E and the D are clashing, so I really need to make it with that sub bass. Let's update the name. With that sub bass, it needs to be whoops, I want to be able to see both. I think when it comes to the D's, I think it needs to go down to the D's as well. So it's just a minor change, but I think it'll make all the difference and really drive that sound better, whereas the other notes are all okay. It was just those two before I copy them across. So let's expand the claps to there. Actually, we need the claps all the way across, so we can put them all the way across. Almost there. And then we can take those out as we need later on. So they're on the offbeats as well. So let's listen to the bass. That's good. That's good. We fixed that up. Let's save that. What I want to do is I want the plucks to be part of the introduction, maybe. I'm not sure. What I have done is I've introduced the piano for the introduction. So let's have a listen from the intro. And I want to write a bit more of this. So it's just going to be piano and vocals for the intro. And then it brings in the kick. And then one of the pads. That is probably a little bit too much there, so I might take some of that out. But let's just listen to that bass again. what's too much at that point in time is the hi-hats, maybe. Having just the clap, I think, will be good. And bring in the hi-hats later. So this is why it's good to have all the sort of little building blocks, and you can mute and unmute as you want and need. Just makes it really, really easy then. I want to bring in a little bit of the pluck sound, the sort of melody at the intro as well. I'm not sure yet. What I do want to do is bring in, enhance that piano bit at the start and bring in some of this melody, which is the second melody. So let's duplicate that, the bass. I think the bass is good now. So we can duplicate that all the way across. So that's fine. We fix that now, so that matches up to the chords, chord progression, and the bass, the clap. I think that's all good. So what I want to do is, I'll duplicate the piano track and I will copy this one. I think it's this one. Yeah, that one. The second half there. So let's listen, see if that works together. It should. That really works. That sounds lovely. Let's put that in context with everything else. That's not too bad. I'm thinking I might actually double that and have it played twice. Can do is then bring in wonder if we want to bring in the piano again there, so duplicate that. Would that work? And what I want to do is change this, just the first 4 bars a little bit. So what I'm going to do is just mute those incidental notes in between. So velocity is a little bit lacking. Let's bring that up just a little bit. Oops, that's fine. Okay, let's hear how that sounds. That even more. So what I'm thinking for those is to take it up an octave. Two octaves. So let's listen to that. Later, I'm thinking. So we'll move that to there maybe, and that'll be where the vocals go. So, yeah, it's taking shape. It's taking shape. Okay, so let's save that and work out what we're doing next. So we need something changing about every 8 bars. So at the moment, we've got a 16-bar intro, and the first, I'll put this as piano lead, and this at the moment is piano chords, and we'll just leave them with the names at the moment just in case I need to refer to them. Let's see. Okay, so definitely have build up to there. So we need to put in some snare rolls and that sort of thing. I'm thinking we need to bring out that piano bit. I wanna fix this because I don't have sustain. I haven't got my sustain pedal hooked up at the moment, which is a bit sad. That's okay. Let's delete those incidental notes there because I think that works. Oops. That. There we go. I really think that works with those, and we'll just extend those notes for the full value there, and that will have the same effect as being sustained all the way through. Should do. Let's check it out. See how we go. I think we're good. That sounds better. And then what I think I might do is I might bring in a fifth above and then an octave above. So what I'll do is I'll put that there, copy all of that, and as long as I've got, yep, it's all locked. So if I paste that, it's sitting over the top at the moment, and then put it up to a fifth above, which will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's hear that. And then similarly with this one, we'll do maybe a third and a fifth and give it the real triad sort of sound, but then invert it. So copy that there, paste it, and again just double check that, yep, it'll snap the pitching. And then put that and then I want to paste again. No, I don't. Let's not do any of that. Let's copy all, and there we go. Copy, paste, and we'll do a fifth above, which is on 2, 3, 4, 5. But then down an octave. So, and the reason why that's no, for some reason, no, I don't want to do that. For whatever reason, that's better. There we go. So that should be right. And nice. And then what I'll do, I wonder if I can paste that again, and then, yeah, I can. Excellent. 1, 2, 3, and then down the octave. Doesn't sound too bad. Let's move all of them up a little bit in velocity so they're a little bit louder but still have that change, and the same with these. So you can highlight all of them and scale the velocity up a bit, and let's see how that sounds. Yeah, I just like the plain piano part with all that all those chords and triads and things. It just sounds a bit too much, doesn't it? Let's not do that. It's probably better to have like an arpeggio or something in the bass part, I think. So after all that work, you can see all the MIDI being changed here. Go back to where we were before. And then what will happen there? Let's save that. If we get into some snare rolls, snare. It's been too long. Hello, Laureen from the Producer. Welcome. Yes, it might be sounding cool, but I'm just like, how do I do this again? It's been too long since I've done the last trance track, and I've kind of forgotten what to do. No, I haven't. I have. I'm not the best at this, but that's okay. Let's draw this in and let's okay, so this is a sampler track. Okay, so it's not a bad snout. Feeling better? Well, yes-ish. I'm slowly getting there. I've got a horrible cough that's persisting. My head's still a bit stuffed up, but I'm feeling better. Can I sing? No. I've got my audition on Tuesday, and I have 4 songs to learn, and only one is in English. One's in Italian, one's in Latin, and one's in German. So, yay. It'll be fine. It'll be great. So, yeah. I'm looking for a miracle in the next couple of days, but that's okay. I should be right. I think I've sung all of them. No, 3 of them before, but years ago. So I don't really remember them that well. One of them I do. It'll be great. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Let's go to C1. No, C. Which one is it? Which one am I hitting? Is it C? There we go. C3, I think, is the one. C3. Yes, C3. So let's go to C3. I could cancel this audition and then make it for another time, but then I just will have to get a different piece of music next time, or different 4 pieces of music, and it's already booked in and people made arrangements, so I'll just do it. I'll just wing it. It'll be fine. It'll be great. It'll be great. It'll be wonderful, she says. Snare rolls. What beat is the snare on? Uh, 16th notes for 8 bars. Okay. I can do that. Yes, I am looking at my little cheat sheet on the side. So we want to build it up. Buttercup. We want to build it up to the 16th notes. Is that really 16th? Oh, it is too. Okay. So we want it to build right up to there. And I think they're on the beat. We'll have a listen soon and we'll find out. So we want a full bar of 16ths and then a bar of every other one. And then we want it to gradually build, maybe 2 bars. Again, building blocks. So once we've done one of these, we can basically copy and paste. That'll be the same as a kick, so I'm not sure. Let's have a listen to hear what that sounds like. It doesn't sound too bad, but I can't really hear it because everything else is really, really loud. I have done nothing as far as balancing my mix as yet. Funny that. I think that needs to... Let's listen to it. So that's the idea, but it needs to go for at least 8 bars. So I think it can start off like that. Where'd it go? There it is. But I think we need to bring it over 4 bars. There. And then have, that's better because we're going to ramp up the volume, so that would be better. And we'll just push the volume up a little bit so we can hear it for now. I'm 1 bar out there. There we go. So that should work. And that'll be volume automated anyway. I'm thinking I might... That extra bar there is too much, and make that just to bring it in a little bit more subtly. And my kick is on the beat, so my snare should be off the beat. I'll get this right one day. So these should all be moved over to there. No, because they're 16ths anyway. So the kick is on. See, I keep missing. So the let's do this that way. I can see where the kick is actually kicking. So if we look at, that's a bit tricky, isn't it? Because it's on top of each other. So the kick is actually on, when we're looking at 16ths, it's on that. So we want it in the second half. So yeah. So these would work out okay, but it's these that need to go there. Cool. So that's a half decent snare roll. That's okay. Bit of snare. And that will be volume automated to go from quiet to loud, hopefully, when I get there. Save it. Save it. We had a horrible day of storms the other day, and every time I came out to my studio, I turned my everything on, and I turned my everything on. I turned my everything on, and then I turned my computer on, and then heard all this thunder outside, and then the lights were flashing, and then I shut everything down and turned it all off again. It's like, no, just no. That happened several times during the day, and I thought, towards the end of the day, I thought, no, I'm not meant to do any music today. So I have fallen incredibly behind in what I wanted to do and how I wanted to do it all, but that's okay. We have a cymbal here, a crash. crash, but we need it in more places. So what we can do is every 4 and or 8 bars. So at the moment we've got it at the end of the introduction of 16 bars. We could put it as in the halfway mark. Let's do that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that'll be there. So let's do that. And then what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, excuse me. The start of the claps there. And then it looks like another 8 section there. And then definitely want it at the end of the snare roll. And you could even put it there. Can you have too many crashes? I think not. Let's wait and see. Yeah, the auditions, it'll either be next week or November, and then won't be until next year, so I would just rather just get it over and done with. It's a bit of a nerve-wracking process, so I think that's Crash's work. That's cool. Okay, so we've also got the reverse crash, which needs to go in before that. And I can't remember what I did. Let's have a look. Okay. So basically we need need basically the same there, but a little bit before. That makes sense. I know what I mean. Because it's just the C3 again, but it's like that. So does that work? Let's solo those two. That works. Beautiful. Oh dear. We'll get there. All right, so that's the reverse crash, and that kind of works. So if we just do that, that works there as well. Yep, beautiful. So that's what we're going to do with all of those, is place our crashes and just note that we haven't put them all the way through the song yet. Not yet. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but you know. So wherever we have a crash, we have a reverse crash before it. And we also need a boom. Where's my boom? There's my boom. So let's solo my boom. There's words I never thought I'd ever say. Let's solo my boom. There's my boom. So that boom is really, really cool. And Yeah, that again is a sample. So that's, oops, I didn't mean to do that. I hope that didn't do what I think I did. Uh-oh. Ha 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 ha. Cancel. I didn't mean to press that. Just about closed Cubase by accident. That would have been bad. Save. Save. All right. Okay. So this boom needs to go wherever the crash is. So let's place it here. And then we will just put the playhead where it needs to go. And we'll place it that way. Will be the easiest way, I'm thinking. There we go. And there. It's starting to take shape. Starting to. Okay. We're up to the breakdown. Okay, and the breakdown is basically the main part of the song. And I'll do a cool vocally bit there. Maybe, hopefully. Wait and see. Okay, so we have our booms and we have some other things I want to use at some point. Right, so that's a boom, but I've also got a vital boom. What's that? Ah, that's right. That's a very long boom. And then this is the other boom. I wonder if these would work together. Let's find out. No, not at all. I think I worked this out before, and I think it's best to have one boom or the other. Or, or start with a boom. No boom. Bad boom. Bad boom. Let's not have that boom. Let's listen. That sounds nice. That works. Yeah, small boom works. I don't like the big boom. Visual boom. I don't want the dark pads in yet, I don't think. Let's get rid of those. So we just have those pads. The bass comes in, that's better. We get the atmospheric pads and the clap. Okay, I'm happy with that. That's really cool. So far, so good. Let's work on what's next. I do. There is stuff with things. English bad. I've got this sound, which I absolutely love, from Massive X, which I want to use in there somehow, somewhere. And I also have another sound from Massive X synthesizer, Counting Comets, which I absolutely love too. So I'm definitely going to make room for those in there somewhere. And my reference track, which I haven't put in here yet, but I will when it gets to mixing and making sure it's the right levels and all the rest of it, because I don't want to copy it. So I don't want to listen to it too much, and I don't want to replicate it. I want to make my own, but there's elements of it that I do like. And something that I noticed when I was listening to a lot of trance music is that it has lots of different elements every about 4 or 8 bars. So you'll have a different synth sound come in just for a little bit of just some of that sort of ear candy sort of thing at different changes and things. So, you know, you could even put, you know, I don't know whether that would work at the beginning. That could work. You know, could that work better with that, perhaps? Or rather than having all of that muted, could mute just the first part. Maybe. That kind of works. And then Neon Rain, I want somewhere in here. I want any lonesome whistling for this track. Thank you for your offer, Lorraine. I don't think lonesome whistling is what I'm sort of looking for here. Not sure about it. I could be wrong. It could be exactly what this track is missing, but I don't think so. No. I mean, you know, and I was going to go with a wet fart sound, but Jamie Mellander's already put that on his track, the wet fart metal cyberpunk track that he's doing. It's a new genre. It works. It's interesting. So that does not work for that at all. That will have to go somewhere like there. And then it needs to be the right note. And hopefully that will be right. I'm not sure. so we could... And then... There you go. Don't know if that'll work. That D's not working. E works. A works. I wonder if G works. Was it D? Or an F? F sharp? I don't know. No. Or the A again. Balance in the mix, panning, make sure bass and kick are side-chained, lonesome whistling. Look, thank you, Lorraine. Yes, I have done no side-chaining as yet, and I have done no balancing in the mixing of the anything, and there's just no room for the whistling at this point. I'll let you know, though. I'll let you know if there's whistling. There may be room for it. Look, I'll take that on board as a side note, and we'll see how we got it. Lonesome whistling could be a part of it. You never know. B kind of works. Yeah, that kind of works. And that will be a place, maybe, I'm not sure yet. That's 8 bars there. I'm not sure. Do I want bass? I don't think I want a lot of the percussion. I'll keep you posted, Laurie. Thank you very much for the offer of the lonesome whistling. I mean, you know, don't ever say that lonesome whistling is not warranted. Anyway, what are we doing? 8 bars. For let's cut it out for 4. Let's see where we're at. Let's get rid of the bass as well. Why not? Sub bass, but yeah, both basses. Ooh, they span a bit, don't they? We'll have to slice and dice. Slicing and dicing. Okay. Look, hey, I'll keep you posted. If there's a need, ever a need in any of my tracks going forward in the future, and I'm thinking something's missing, it needs some lonesome whistling, I'll give you a call. No dramas. You'll be the first one I think of when it comes to lonesome whistling. Right, so let's get rid of the first two claps and a bit of the kick as well. And I think actually we'll go back to the single kick, which is what was that? I think it was the first and second beat. I think that's what I had at the beginning, wasn't it? Yeah. So duplicate that and move that up. And I think we've got that bit done. It's too busy still. So what I want to do is I want to get rid of that and move those two over. So we've got nothing. And then have the clap come in for that bit only. Get rid of the hi-hats there and the closed hats. And bass is okay to come in there. The chords are okay. Let's listen to that then from here. I don't want the bass and the hi-hats to come in until then, I think. And I want thinking. So we have a real bit of a breakdown here, which is going to introduce us to the vocals. That makes sense. I don't want the closed hi-hats and I don't want the kicks there. And I don't want the dark pads through there either. Throughout that bit, just the start. There we go. That's better. That's much better. Then do I want 4? Yeah, I do want 4 bars of nothing, or do I want to repeat that? No, I don't. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the vocals properly yet. I've got an idea, and they're following the main melody over here, but I'm not quite sure how it's going to fit in. I've thrown some words together. We'll loosely call them lyrics, but for the most part, not so much. So, let's save. I don't want to lose this. Let's see. How are we going for time? We're all good. We're all good. Let me take a moment and reflect on what I've done so far, and let's just have a listen to it. It kind of works. repeated. Don't know. I think I like that other melody better. I think this one might need to go to the graveyard. Yeah. Yeah. Oops. Both of them. Both of them to the off to the graveyard with you. Whoops. Off to the graveyard. Off to the graveyard. Off you go. There's the graveyard. Where'd they go? There they are. Ah, dear. There we go. They are in the graveyard with the other bit that I had previously. So the piano bit actually reflects that bit that I just got rid of, which is a version of so it's straight on the beat. most of it rather than syncopated. It's a little bit different. I think it's nice, just as the intro part. We could actually put both of those there. Not sure yet. I wonder if that'll work. Should work. Look, that might just be placeholders for now. I'll work out the vocals and what I'm doing there. Doesn't sound too bad. Looking at the structure, I might move this to the rise perhaps, because that is really building it up and would sound better, perhaps, for the rise. I've got to be careful of the chord changes and make sure everything matches. I think it does. So, yeah, that's all pretty much the same, so it's okay. Yeah. So I'm thinking I could move that over to there. And that moves it over by that whole bit, the bit. And then that gives me a bit more room for the vocals there. So, right. Then we need a big drop for this part, which means we definitely need the snare rolls in here. Some more snares, snares. Yes, this is Cubase. So yes, I believe you're a Cubasis user, Princess. So this is the bigger brother of Cubasis. I have Cubasis on my phone. No, not Studio One. This is Cubase. So I have Cubasis on my phone and my iPad, which if I take out with me, I can hook up to my little Arturia keyboard, and it plugs USB connection straight into my phone or iPad with an adapter, and I can record keypad and all sorts of make music on the go, which is pretty cool. And if I want to record vocals, I just use the inbuilt microphone as a sort of scratch track sort of thing. I use Logic on a Mac. Very nice. Very cool. Logic is a cool door as well. Very cool. I looked at Logic when I was looking at changing from Cakewalk to something else. The Cubase appealed to me, so I'm pretty happy with Cubase. But look, all DAWs are pretty much the same, you know. They do the same thing. You put stuff in and sounds come out, and sometimes it sounds like music. Oh, dear. Right. Snare. We need a snare. Snare goes there. And that rhymes, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Snare goes there. And if we have a snare, then we've got to have the matching crashes and reverses and things. Oops, there, I believe. And then we've got to have the matching boom. Where's my boom gone? Boom, boom, boom. There it is. Boom. Got close. Okay, so that's good for the drop there. And of course, we will at that point for the drop, we will not have the bass. We will not have any claps. We will not have 2, 4, probably 6 bars of that. We probably won't have any kicks for at least 4, and then we'll have those like that. And we won't have any open hi-hats for at least 4, maybe 6. And we won't have any closed hi-hats for probably the whole 8, at least. And we probably won't have the dark pads for all of that first half. So the drop will sound like this. actually, it might even be nice to bring that piano back in. Do we dare? Yeah, why not? Creative license. Let's give it a shot. Let's copy all of the piano and where did that paste it? Not on the drum track. That's better. On the piano track, that works. And we could also, if we wanted to, could we do we dare put a bit of that in there as well. So let's copy the counting comets to okay. This is getting big. All right. What have I got here going on? That's too soon. Too soon with the kicks. Because the piano goes for quite a while, doesn't it? Yep. So it's basically, it'll go for the whole, yeah, the whole drop. So that'll be good. I think that works. Oh, thank you, Princess. Glad you like it. I'm getting there. It's, yeah, slowly. Let's get rid of all those kicks there. Let's move those 4 over to there. What else have I got? I haven't got the snare. I haven't got a crash, ride. Let's get rid of the ride because we don't want that until halfway through the piano. We want things to come back in and we just want to start with the kicks. So let's get rid of the hi-hat and definitely don't want the closed hats, probably not even for that bit. And we don't want the claps. Get rid of 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. Yeah, then we're bringing in the bass, and I don't want the atmosphere pads for the first 4, just the last 4. Claps, the closed hats for the last 4, and that comes in halfway. Let's hear how that sounds. I don't want the pads either. 4. Just want the piano. sort of. It's not, we've got so much more to do, but we're almost at a point where if I can work out from that main melody a vocal line of some description, I'm hoping after my audition on Tuesday night, hopefully Wednesday, I plan to set the microphone up and record some vocals. And I need to write some lyrics too. That would help. Yeah, that will help. Anyway, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, it's coming together slowly but surely. It's a bit involved. Doing trance is really fun. I love doing trance music, but it's getting all the building blocks and everything all together and in the right order and in the right way and that sort of thing. So yeah, it's a bit tricky. Still got lots to do. Still got lots of side chaining of the bass and the kick and the sub bass and the kick and pretty much the everything. You're basically side chaining. So all you hear punching through is the kick. You want that kick to really punch through. And at the moment, I've only got the one kick. I may double up with another kick. I mean, that sounds pretty good, but I think it could be punchier. And the course that I'm doing with Born to Produce suggests putting in a second kick, but only putting in the first part of the sample and then fade the tail out. So you've got the tail of the first one, but you've got a bit more punch of that kick punching through everything else. And then if you side chain it with pretty much everything else, and I've got lots of EQ to do and lots of everything's to do, and volume automating for the snares and the drops, and then the filters for all the pads so they come in soft and then they build up. But we've got pretty much the bones of it now, and that was the whole point of getting all the sort of the building blocks put together nicely. What else is there to do? I don't think there's too much more at this point. I think I need a bit of a break, give my voice a bit of a rest. Yeah, so what I might do is I might play the whole thing all the way through as I finish up, because, as I said, my voice is a little bit croaky still and I do need to rest it. So I think I need to first of all save it. But I need to make sure that I'm on par with what my big plan is and making sure the vocals sit well in it. I've still probably got lots, as you can see, the white bits are everything I've muted. I've still got lots of that to do. I've still got lots of crashes and things to put in there and snare rolls and build-ups and drops throughout, and make sure that drop is a much better drop. And then the mix out is maybe it could be that again. Let's see. I was about to say it's a bit repetitive, but it is trance and it's a dance track, so that's kind of what it is and does and stuff. So let's see if that works. It could work. With a bit of that to go there as well. Yep, another snare roll and a crash and a thing, and then we need another boom. Where's my boom? Boom, another boom. Boom. There we go. And then at the end, which is kind of cool, is I'll have, will that work? Or does it need to be, oops, there right at the end? It actually needs to start just before. So I'm going to move it a smidgen before, I think. Or does it need to go? Oops. Put snap back on. There. There. Okay. Cool. All right. So I reckon, I think I might, as you have stated there, Princess LDG, thank you very much. Break time. I think it's time for a break. It's coming up to my lunchtime here in Perth, Western Australia, where I'm streaming from. Let's not worry about those in the graveyard over there. Let's just have a listen to the whole track. And yeah, we don't want that one, so I'll mute that. Everything else is all good to go. So let's play the whole track, and it's slowly coming together. Let's hear what it sounds like. I'll get my face off the screen. You can focus on what this looks like. And on that happy note, until then and a bit more, I will catch you later. Take care. There's clicky bits and likes and things, and all the details in the clicky bits in the description below for Pete John's studio live today for Songtember, all the details about how you can join everyone else in the community and create a song. You could also put a comment there and ask me any questions about making music and all that sort of thing as well. You could also follow the links to some of the tutorials, free and paid, that I have invested in to invest in myself to become a better, or at least a more interesting musician. I'm not sure about better yet. We'll see how we go. So on that note, happy note, take care, look after yourself, and I will be streaming again in a couple of days, and hopefully I'll have a little bit of more of this done, so we're in a better space to get ready to record vocals a few days after that. So then the stream after that will be playing around with vocals, and then we'll be almost done, and then we'll be working on a video for it. I'm actually, yeah, I may not actually be in the video, but it'll be some video footage that will go with it to at least make it presentable with on YouTube. So we'll see what happens. As I said, being crook for a week didn't help. I sort of, but that's okay. We're catching up. So I'm going to save this and I'm going to play it. And until then, and a bit more, take care. I'll see you next time.